Off the play fake, here's Nix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Daxton Hill able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. And he's able to get it out of there. On the return is Jones. They're spinning away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 175, tying Emmitt Smith for second most all time. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go, here we go.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 176, moving him past Emmitt Smith and into 2nd place all time. And the Bengals extend their lead yet again. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Logan Wilson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fielded at the 43. Shifts by him. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase finding the end zone yet again. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And McPherson on for the extra point. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. He'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been stymied left and right, converted only 1 time. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Fielded just inside the 30. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Jamar Chase finding the end zone yet again. And the Bengals just continue to roll. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Nix. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go. MT, 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
11 MT.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
11.
They go play action with Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals extend their lead yet again. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's Jones on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. Thomas. 11.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
12. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, he flat out can't be stopped. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Daxton Hill, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Nix. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Here's Jones. Able to avoid him at the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Dot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Will they continue to look his way on seemingly every play? Probably. That is now, folks, 20 catches in this ball game alone, 1 shy of the all-time record. Escaping the pressure right. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase finding the end zone yet again. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Throwing Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now they'll audible to something else. To throw, here's Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Jones on the return. Oh, what a move. Fights through at the 5. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurate.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Bengals just continue to roll. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver's offense now set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Nix to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 1. Off the play fake. Nix able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman.